techniques that we need to go over for the upper body motion. So you guys have to stay with me. Yes? Alright. Starting with 모아서기. Feet together. And then when you do your 준비, now here's the 준비. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. Alright. We call 통밀기. Okay? Pushing the barrel. 통밀기. So you have to push the barrel and block with the side of your palm. Okay? And make sure you land 인중, and push it forward out. That's where you have to stay, okay? Make sure your fingers are together, not depart each other, okay? Fingers are together, thumbs are together, not open up. Thumbs are together, okay? And drop the elbow. Don't open your elbow. Relax your elbow and drop. Let it drop the elbow and then relax position. After you're complete here with 5 seconds. Okay? Alright. This is the new 준비. So you're gonna have to practice where it's supposed to stop. Okay? The second will be from 차렷. 준비. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the turn. 5 light push. And that's it. Don't push too far, guys. Okay, with the 5 seconds. Now, first technique, 손날 맞기. And we already did this one from 백사장, right? 백사장. Okay, 손날 맞기. Must set your hand from the waistline and then bring it up and then complete with what? Supporting hand. As a supporting hand, make sure your wrist is on the solar plexus. Keep your fingertips lined with the shoulder. Make sure your elbow is bent 90 degrees here. Okay, straight wrist. Okay, straight wrist. Not bend the wrists. Straight wrist. Okay. Now when you do this 거듭력차기, double cycle, your hand becomes into your chest. 1, 2. Then you set. You see my fist is going forward. Towards where? To the target. It's aiming to the target, right? Aiming to the target. So when it's aiming to the target, you strike the target. Where's the target strike? With the side palm going into the neck. Okay, you gotta strike the neck. So this aiming to the neck, strike the neck, punch the solar plexus, right? And then set for middle block by relaxing. The punch has to be relaxed. For better presentation score for referee, right? We're not gonna give a good score when they don't even relax and don't even understand the relaxing part, right? That means they're not relaxing and flexing their muscle if they cannot relax this fist punch. Okay? So after the punch, relax, block. Okay? So please focus on that relaxed part right before the block. Relax. Drop the elbow. Relax. Drop the elbow. Not too close though. Not too close. That's not what I meant. Then your set becomes small. Right? I've been asking middle block for longer. Right? Longer. So that's longer. Okay? From punch, just slightly drop. Relax. And then you put it into an action. So when you're done here, then we turn, and then another knife hand block on the other side. It's the same technique, right? So from the fist, turning, looking over, setting start from where? On this side. Okay, on this side. 45 angle because my target is here. Not starting from this side, right? Not from the back. You gotta start from the front line. This is my target. Not from the back here, okay? You gotta start from here. So that's where you start. And double knife and blocking. So the middle block, if you see student preparing a set from here, that's a rounding up their block, they will lose balance, okay? So if you see a student setting from inside, they hardly lose balance. This is a very good tip for the athletes not to lose balance when you're turning 180 degrees. But for referee, if you see their hand is open from beginning, they didn't even look at the target, you have to see what happened. They will lose balance. Okay? From here, they will lose balance if they set their hand ready and then turning over and try to go. You know, they're not going to have a clean double knife and block. Okay? In order to have a clean double knife and block, it has to be lined up right. Then we clean double knife and block. Simple as that, right? Okay. So after the double side kick, set again. Set again. Make sure the flipping hand is up this way, right? You got to catch that. Okay, when you're setting. Okay, your knife hand has to be up for a strike to the neck. It's my neck. It's not my body. It's my neck. And then solar plexus. Then relax. Long set. Not short set. Long set, right? Long set. And blocking. Okay, middle blocking. Now, here we go. We're going to maybe move up a little bit faster. Okay, to the front. Knife hand. That fist become a knife hand set. Knife hand set. Because it's a knife hand down block. Right? And then it's a tiger jack. So when the knife hand down block, the other one is fist. Complete. Then when you switch it over, this one become a fist. This one start opening. This one close, left hand close, left hand close, right hand opens, and flip and strike. Tiger jack. It's a strike. So you're gonna have to see a nice sharp hand coming towards you. You don't want to see the bottom of the hand. When they see a bottom of the hand, that's a grabbing. You see? It's a grabbing. They're gonna grab the neck. We don't grab the neck. We strike the neck. Okay? You need to strike the neck. So after tiger jack strike, gather up. Hands every single time when we do the regular kicks. Front kick, side kick, roundhouse kick. Hand on the chest, please. Okay? Not on the side of the waist. Down. Kick. Set. Same set, right? Same set. 1 and 2. Good. Kick. Set. Same set, right? So you gotta have that set. 1. Kia. Here. And then kick. Set. Set. You see my hand. Now I'm making a little more oval shape. Instead of flat, oval. Not flat, not a strike. It will be strike, but a little bit more oval. Okay, which hand? The front hand. Front hand is oval, the back hand. Knife, tiger jack. Just like a tiger jack. This one is oval, this one is sharper. Okay? So after the kick, you're going to come down. Why? What's going on? You're grabbing the back of the Achilles, and then you're going to strike the kneecap, and you bend it opposite way of the leg. All right. So you're gonna grab behind the foot, and then strike the kneecap. Okay, and then whoop, you break it. Okay. So that's the key. Okay, that's why you need to go over it. You need to go over it after kick. Go over it and then you strike, right? You strike. Then you gather up as you go. You gather up. Okay? As you go, you gather up. Easy. Okay? Don't change anything. Don't change anything. Stay where you're at. Then you gather up. If they change, it's a change. It's a wrong set. That's got to be a deduction. Wrong set, guys. Wrong set. Deduction, okay? As is. Okay, and one more kick. Same breaking. Let me show you the side way. So we are here. Okay, we're here. Then we turn around. Okay, we're here. So we're gonna do the same kick, same chest here, same chest, same kick, same chest, same strike. Under the elbow, not inside the armpit, not inside the armpit, under the elbow. Okay, what's the distance on the under the elbow? Your kneecap size. Okay, your kneecap size under the elbow, your kneecap size. All right, this time stay where you at. Left hand outside and block. Okay, you don't have to change here. Okay, left hand outside and block. So right here, kick, strike, left hand outside. Left hand was on the bottom, so left hand outside, strike, and left foot is moving. Okay, then you turn one time and strike. Right here. So, after spinning in one motion, when you're spinning in one motion, you need to shift your body weight in the correct amount. Your left heel is start coming out for balancing. Right? Balancing, striking. Okay? Your arm has to be straight when you punch. They cannot make a short punch. They cannot pull this hand. They cannot pull this hand and punch here. They have to kick the knife, turn the wrist, kick the knife, turn the wrist, so you could have a straight punch. And then when you cross over, you relax. From straight, you relax. Why we relax? Because it's right before the action, right before the powerful kick and pulling. Straight, now here's relax. Then you pick up, then you do the small hinge. Small hinge, knife hand, right? Don't forget that small hinge. If they're not doing a small hinge on the side of your right waist during the left leg side kick, then that's a good deduction. One hand is out, minor deduction. One hand is dropped, putting on the hips. Look at my fist. Put it on the hips, minor deduction, right? Minor deduction, put it on the hip, and then kick. Minor deduction, okay? Turn. Yes, but there's a strong one. This is minor deduction because their elbow is sticking out. The fist is turned. But I've seen many athletes doing open palm to support. Open palm, holding. It's a holding, right? When they open palm, they close the fingers like pretending they have a fist, but if they turn it this way, that's open palm. They're holding. Holding what? Holding their side kick so they can kick higher or not fall. They're holding. What is this? Major deduction. Why? Fist is open. If we have single knife hand, it's a single knife hand. It's not double, right? Single knife hand. You cannot change this one to this one. That's major deduction, right? And we ask small hands to be double fist on the side, and one hand is open palm strike. We have kumgang, palm strike. So you have an open palm supporting the kick. That's major deduction. Don't forget, referees. Okay, you have to catch those athletes, guys. Okay, and you've been refereeing, then you know your competitor. Most of people, you know who's doing that. Then you have to carefully watch, making sure that person doesn't do it again. Okay, when they do it again, you saw it, then you give major. If they didn't do it, then don't give because they didn't do it this time, right? So you have to carefully watch during this motion. See where's the lower hand. Which way they're facing. Did they did open palm? Or did they did fist push? Elbow sticks out, fist push. That's a minor deduction. Or did they just keep it regular? Even are they taking a challenge? Give that athlete a good, better score, right? Better score because they kept it. They don't lose. They don't lose anything. They don't lose anything. But what if they open palm and then they push and they did an awesome side kick? That's a cheat, okay? It's a major deduction. By cheating, they performed the better kick. For me, I don't count that. I'm sorry. I don't count how well you kick with the open palm cheating. Okay? I will look at the other ones. I will continue to judge the other one based on the without cheating move, right? So in sparring, there's a lot of technique. We want to call it techniques, but you could use those techniques. But actually, some people grabs opponent's gear when your center referee cannot see you grabbing the direction. They're changing the direction and they're holding. They're smart. I don't want to say it's cheating. Okay, they're very smart by hiding. But when referee sees that, they give kanjang for holding. If they kick on the face, they give 3-point, wave, take it out. Doesn't count. Then what about poomsae? They cheat, palm, push, awesome side kick. Are we going to keep the awesome side kick? No. Erase. I didn't see that side kick because they cheated on it. Okay? So we're going to move forward. If you agree, please click like and share. Alright? Don't forget to subscribe. But same thing, you have to look at the Koryo as well, the sparring, and then poomsae. We have to give a same score why it's different. I don't think it has to be different. It has to be same, right? You just wave that awesome side kick to nothing. You didn't see any of the kick. But don't give a deduction for not seeing the kick because they did kick. So you still give other score, but just forget that awesome side kick. It was maybe just a regular side kick. Okay? So after the kick, knife hand to knife hand. Don't forget, you gotta start from the rib cage. And don't forget, you gotta open your knife hand. Okay? So after here, flip, right? Then you down block. After flip, okay, good strike. Good strike. Good block. Good block, good strike. You gotta see these technique individually. Good technique, not sloppy one. Okay? Sometimes they go. Did they actually block that push down block? Was it a good block, or just passing on? Going through. Okay? What was that? What was that? You have to block, push down, block, and elbow. You could do it faster, that's great. But you need to push down, block. Okay, in order to push down, block, you need to have it from the back. Back. Okay, you gotta push down, block where? Solar plexus. Solar plexus, okay? 2 fists away, 2 fists away. Solar plexus, 2 fists away. Okay? And then setting your elbow strike. Setting your elbow strike. Okay? And then knife hand again. Right? Straight knee. So when the referees, when they are doing a knife hand here, you gotta look at this left leg. Okay? See what happened. Okay, do you see that? Do you see it? Okay, it's supposed to be there, but I follow up because I'm punching. Naturally bending, naturally moving. You gotta see that spot right there. Making sure the athlete doesn't change the stance. Because it's a horse riding stand. So we gotta keep the horse riding stand by using the waistline. If you know how to use the waistline. Okay? Using the waistline. I will go over that, don't worry. Okay, ready? And then step aside, pick up, relax, right? Relax. Okay, and then make your small hinge. And then, right. Okay, Then push down block. Right? Push down block. Okay. Push down block. And then, okay, push down block. And then, right, elbow strike. Elbow strike. Okay? Horse-binding stand. Right? Elbow strike. When we do elbow strike, you cannot keep the hand in the center. Remember, elbow strike. If I'm striking to the left, it has to be on the left chest. Left chest. If I am striking to the right, it has to end right chest. My right chest. Right chest. Not center. Not center. You have to push it more. Push more. Okay? So, that's also something that you can see more of detailed technique by referees. Is the athlete performing a detailed technique or imitation? Right? I like original. I don't like imitation. Okay, so let's be original. I'm back to my OG, my original color of black. I know I used to have a blonde hair for like almost 13 years. Now I have black hair. Okay, my OG hair, original. Now let's go into 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Now left hand fist, close. 5, 6, 7. 7, 8 is the snap. Okay? Don't forget, you gotta snap now. Okay? Don't skip a snap. You gotta snap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, snap. Okay, right in the center. Make sure your arms are straight when you do this part. Okay, make sure your knife hand is good looking, not open pinky, right? I know sometimes we lose that pinky on the knife hand, but we have to keep it close. Focus every little thing. Okay, then you turn to the back. Okay, knife hand, down block. Okay, let me show you the side view right here. So when you're turning, setting position is this, right? When you're turning, setting, and stepping, then reach it out, chop the neck. Okay, and reforming, and down block, open knife hand down block, open knife hand down block. Okay, then you start going for the regular chop, right? Right? Regular chop. Ah! Okay, how's that? Right? So, when you do this chop, first chop, neck, and down block, right on top of your knee, your thigh. Step 4, chop, forming. Make sure your hand come back out and go back in. And then next chop, step 4, chop and form. Make sure your hand come back out and finish. Last one, become knife hand to fist. This knife hand to fist. Okay, knife hand to fist. Kia. You gotta change it like that. Quickness. Okay, quick change. Alright. This is the Koryo upper body motion. I know there's many new techniques. Okay. And next one will be the Kumgang, which is Kumgang has a very limited technique. I'm sure Kumgang we could probably go really fast. Okay. It's a Kumgang, maybe a 7 or 8 technique. And that's it. It's just doing over and over. Just practice balance, right? Okay. Who loves Kumgang? I love Kumgang, even I make mistakes. I love Kumgang. I want to think positive. Okay, I love Pyongyang. It's hard, but I love it. I want to think positive. I don't want to be scared. Okay? Think positive all the time. Yes? And overcome your fear. You can do it because You can do! So can you! 감사합니다.